Bruges has been on my wish list for quite a while. Come with me as I try to capture this city in a cinematic way. To me, Bruges has a very interesting sense of scale. It's smaller than Amsterdam or Paris, but it looks and feels bigger, both in a literal but also figurative sense. I can only imagine how big the city must have felt for someone in the Middle Ages visiting this city. If they had the means, they would probably ride through the city on horse and carriage, something you can still do to this day. It is a bit pricey though, and it is one of the many touristic things you can do in this city. Talking about our fellow travelers, as the day progresses, more and more of them show up, and it took me a while to realize that at some point I was just mindlessly following everyone else. It was at this moment when this lady tried to quote-unquote compete with me for a viewpoint of the city that I realized I need to get back on my own schedule. So I decided to get lost in the alleyways and side streets of Bruges, and I would recommend you to do the same. I could not find a single ugly alleyway, and whilst you're strolling here, you'll see more of local life and how the locals interact with this beautiful city. See that boat in the background, right before the ship's gonna pass it? That is a hotel, my hotel in Bruges. I thought, if I'm staying in the Venice of the North, I might just as well sleep on a boat. And talking about boats, no visit to this city is complete without a boat tour. And they run 7 days a week from the morning to the early evening. Now for the nitpicks, this is an edit of 2 different boat rides. I was on a tight schedule, so I jumped on the last boat ride of the day on my first day. It was 5:30 p.m. and on that bright Sunday, the sunlight was quite harsh. So on my last day, I again jumped on the last boat ride of the day because the light seemed slightly better. But this time, I was almost out of SD card memory. Anyways, here's the same bridge in 2 different lighting conditions. Which one do you think looks more cinematic? Now, I was lucky that this captain was willing to star in my video and help me wrap it up, as he was wrapping up his day and pushing his ticket sales booth to the side. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing so I can make more of these. Until the next journey, farewell.